Imagine a project where communication falters, deadlines slip, and chaos reigns. Without a cohesive team, even the most meticulously planned project can unravel. Success isn't just about processes and tools, it's about people. Today, Project Team 6 will guide you through proven strategies to build and sustain high-performing teams, anchored in the wisdom of PMBOK 7th edition.
Before we dive in, meet the minds behind this video. Rahul,
Neelam, Romita,
Gopinath,
Ishtiak,
Shrishti.
Building a team isn't about luck. Begin with crystal clear goals, foster unwavering trust, and pivot fearlessly when challenges arise. By harnessing the timeless principles of PMBOK 7, even the most diverse groups can be transformed into unstoppable, results-driven powerhouses of a team.
Tuckman's model of team development. Here are the key stages of team development and how to navigate them. The forming stage is where excitement meets uncertainty. How to identify. Recognize initial excitement and uncertainty about roles. Action. Encourage open dialogue and clarify expectations. The storming stage often reveals conflicts over roles. How to address. Facilitate discussions to resolve differing opinions. Action. Promote respect and collaboration to overcome conflicts. The norming stage is about building team cohesion. How to enhance. Foster an environment for sharing ideas freely. Action. Encourage team building activities to strengthen bonds. The performing stage is where teams reach their peak. How to achieve. Set clear goals and celebrate team successes. Action. Recognize contributions and maintain focus on objectives. Let's examine some real-world scenarios that illustrate these stages. A project team is excited but unsure about individual responsibilities. What should you do? Pause and reflect. Is everyone clear on their roles? Your action should be: discuss any uncertainties with the team. Please apply Tuckman's model to your teams to enhance collaboration and effectiveness.
So, how does PMBOK 7 guide us to build and sustain effective teams? Let's break down its core principles, proven strategies that turn ordinary groups into extraordinary performers. Building and sustaining a seamlessly integrated team begins with establishing clear goals and roles, which act as the foundation for alignment and accountability. When every team member understands their responsibilities and how they contribute to shared objectives, collaboration and communication naturally thrive. Open dialogue and transparency become the norm, fostering innovation and reducing misunderstandings.
This collaborative environment is further enriched by inclusiveness and diversity, where varied perspectives are not only welcomed but actively leveraged. Diverse teams bring unique ideas to the table, enabling creative problem-solving and adaptability in the face of challenges. Trust and empowerment are critical here. When team members feel valued and trusted to make decisions, they take ownership of their work, driving agility and reducing reliance on micromanagement. This empowerment is sustained through continuous learning and development, ensuring the team evolves alongside changing demands. Learning opportunities bridge skill gaps, foster curiosity, and prepare the team to pivot quickly on key traits of adaptability and flexibility.
However, even the most cohesive teams encounter conflicts, which is why constructive conflict resolution is vital. By addressing disagreements openly and respectfully, teams transform friction into opportunities for growth, maintaining harmony without stifling diverse viewpoints. Throughout this process, leadership and support serve as the glue that bind everything together. Leaders set the vision, model collaboration, champion inclusivity, and provide resources for growth. They balance empowerment with guidance, ensuring alignment with goals while nurturing a culture of trust and resilience.
In this interconnected flow, Each principle reinforces the others. Clear goals enable collaboration. Diversity fuels adaptability. Empowerment drives ownership. Learning builds resilience. And leadership ensures continuity. Together they create a dynamic ecosystem where teams not only function seamlessly, but thrive amid complexity, turning individual strengths into collective success. Companies like Facebook, with its emphasis on open communication and collaboration. Google, known for fostering creativity and diversity. Apple, which empowers teams through autonomy and trust. And Amazon, which promotes continuous learning and adaptability, all leverage these principles to build and sustain high-performing teams in today's fast-paced environment.
Tools and techniques. PMBOK 7 emphasizes structured yet flexible teamwork. Start with RACI matrices to clarify roles and a team charter to align goals and norms. Tools like Slack, Microsoft Teams, form a robust real-time collaboration, while agile retrospectives foster adaptability and trust.
Engage stakeholders with power/interest grids and tailored communication plans. Resolve conflicts using the TKI model and build consensus through workshops. Empower teams with OKRs and delegation boards to align individual efforts with project outcomes.
Promote growth via skills matrices and lessons learned repositories. For virtual teams, use Trello or Asana and time zone calendars to ensure inclusivity. Leaders sustain motivation with EQ assessments and recognition systems. By blending PMBOK 7's principles with these tools, teams balance structure and agility, transforming individual strengths into collective success. The result? Resilient teams that adapt, innovate, and deliver value consistently.
Ever wonder why some teams just don't click, even when they've got talented people? Let's break down 5 common reasons teams fall apart and what you can do to keep things on track. Lack of trust. Without trust, people stay guarded. They're less likely to share thoughts, voice concerns, or take initiative. To fix this, foster a culture of openness and mutual respect where everyone feels comfortable contributing. Poor leadership. Ineffective leadership leads to uncertainty, frustration, and disorganization. Good leaders provide clear guidance, offer support, and trust their team to do the work. Unclear goals. Without a clear goal, it's like sailing a ship without a map. Everyone's just guessing the destination. So set clear, shared goals so that everyone knows exactly where they're headed and how to get there. No recognition or feedback. Lack of recognition kills motivation, and no feedback means no improvement. A simple thank you, genuine praise, and actionable feedback within a team can keep the energy high and the growth going. Micromanagement. Micromanagement drains energy and kills innovation. Define the goals, then trust your team to make it happen. Managing these 5 things will prevent the teams from falling and will translate into team success. Next, we would discuss a real-world example. Imagine working with a team on a mission so monumental that the fate of your project and a piece of history rests on your shoulders. In 2004, a small, diverse team at NASA was about to land a rover on Mars. And they didn't just face technical challenges, they faced the unknown. That moment wasn't just about a rover on Mars. It was about a team that, through vision, communication, and determination, made the impossible possible. Together, they didn't just land a rover, they proved the power of a dream team. After having a look at the real-world example, we can easily understand the science of team effectiveness. Let's take a deeper dive into the technical side of what makes teams thrive. Team effectiveness isn't just a soft skill, it's a measurable, research-backed discipline. In fact, multiple models in organizational psychology help project managers assess and enhance team performance. One widely accepted model is the GRPI model, developed by Richard Beckhard. It identifies 4 key factors. Goals. Are the team's objectives clear and aligned? Roles. Does everyone understand their responsibilities and authority? Processes. Are workflows, communication, and decision-making structures effective? Interpersonal relationships. Is there trust, openness, and collaboration? PMBOK 7 complements GRPI by emphasizing outcomes over deliverables, meaning we don't just track task completion, we evaluate value creation and team engagement. Effective leaders should regularly assess team health using KP is like cycle time, team velocity, decision latency, and engagement scores. Another powerful framework is Lencioni's 5 dysfunctions of a team. These are absence of trust, fear of conflict, lack of commitment, avoidance of accountability, and inattention to results. PMs must identify these symptoms early and respond with coaching, conflict resolution, and realignment. Today's project, environments are complex. Hybrid teams, global time zones, rapid delivery models all demand agility. That's why PMBOK 7 also encourages adaptive approaches, continuous feedback loops, retrospectives, and servant leadership. So, technical models like GRPI, Lencioni's framework, and agile metrics help us move beyond intuition into data-driven team management. This is the science behind strong teams, measurable, actionable, and aligned with modern project practices. Let's take this one step further, into the realm of team emotional intelligence. Research from Vanessa Druscat and Stephen Wolf shows that high-performing teams aren't just skilled, they're emotionally intelligent. That means the team as a whole manages emotions, nurtures empathy, and promotes group norms that support collaboration. Teams with high EQ resolve conflict faster, support each other more, and maintain energy during stress. And then there's collective efficacy, the shared belief that we can do this. Studies show teams with strong collective efficacy outperform others, even if individual skills are the same. Why? Because mindset drives momentum. So if you're serious about building a resilient team, look beyond tools and tasks. Invest in emotional culture, shared beliefs, and psychological safety, because that's where the real power of performance begins.
From the initial excitement of forming a team to the unstoppable momentum of high performance, we've journeyed through Tuckman's stages: forming, storming, norming, and performing. Every challenge, a stepping stone to greatness. Guided by PMBOK 7, clarity in goals and trust in diversity transform groups into resilient units. Think Apple's autonomy, Google's creativity. These principles aren't just theory. They're engines of real-world success. Equip your team with tools like RACI matrices for clarity, collaboration platforms to bridge distances, and agile retrospectives to turn friction into fuel. Structure and agility? Partners in. But none of this thrives without leadership that champions trust and inclusivity. Leaders who balance vision with empathy, turning setbacks into lessons, because a team's strength lies in its spirit, not just skills. Remember, building a team is a journey, not a destination. Keep adapting, keep learning, and most importantly, keep empowering. Every milestone is a new beginning. As we wrap up, keep this in mind: building an effective team is a journey, not a destination. Keep evolving, keep empowering, and keep learning. Rahul.
Neelam.
Romita.
Gopinath.
Ishtiak.
Shrishti.